how'd y'all convert this conversation?
The last time I talked to him, I was in his office at World Code Financial, and that's when I was at his office was the reason I was there was he had deposited those checks.
Okay.
And I went there to say, Bud, you shouldn't have deposited those checks. Those checks were whole checks. Why did you do this?
Wasn't a real pleasant conversation.
It was not a pleasant
So
conversation.
it was not, what we're saying, pleasant conversation, it was an argument.
It was an argument that I said, Bud, you should not have deposited these checks. I don't know why you deposited them. And he said, I'm going after you on these checks. And I said, okay, well, you can come after me, but my understanding is that you cannot take a whole check, and these checks were written 2 months before. So do whatever you got to do. That was the last conversation I ever had with him. No, and we never talked anything else by phone or.
Okay, so have you made contact with any family members since the incident?
No, sir.
Okay.
Since their death?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
What about Blue?
No,
You haven't talked to Blue?
haven't talked to anybody.
And you said you don't know much about Blue's relationship with Bud?
I don't, because the only time I saw them was in a business situation.
Yeah.
Bud bought contracts from Blue, so I saw them twice socially in a social situation, but they didn't have any interaction.
Because that's strange, because now Tim, right, Higley?
Yes, sir.
Used to own Pursue
Right.
with Bud.
Correct.
Now Bud's son-in-law Blue does.
Yes, sir.
Tim does not like Bud.
No.
They're enemies.
Correct.
But he's best friends with Blue.
They're very good friends.
That's kind of twisted.
When Blue is my experience with Blue has been he's a real good person.
Yeah,
that's been my experience with him, and I think that's why they have a real good relationship.
He just likes everybody.
He likes everybody. He's a good guy, you know.
Okay.
The reason I have not made contact with, I don't know how the family feels about they knew. Bud.
You don't have to. I mean,
Yeah.
that was just a general question. You certainly, yeah, if you're having them problems.
Right.
It was just a question I had
Right.
to ask. Okay. And we got some pictures. Don't
Let me ask a question. Do you know a dude by the name of Hartsfield?
No, sir.
Never had any deals with a dude by the name of Hartsfield?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm going to show you this van, this vehicle here, and tell me if you've ever seen this vehicle.
No, sir. Boy, that's a rat.
You've never seen that van?
No, sir.
You don't know who owns the van? Or
No, sir. Never seen it.
I think that's just about it right now, Bob.
Okay. Now, one more thing before I'm done with this. Now, you were also, I don't know if you're business partners, but you had somebody working with you named Sylvania Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, he was my salesman.
Okay. And you still have contact with him?
Yes, sir.
Did he know Bud?
Yes, sir.
How did he deal with Bud?
He did various jobs for Bud. When we went out of business, I think he went to work for Bud for a short period of time because Bud had financed Hispanic contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And Silvano went to work for him, helping him collect the contracts because Silvano spoke Spanish.
Okay. But as far as that, the van we're showing you, you've never seen it?
I've never seen that van, no, sir.
Do you know who would have a van like that?
No, sir.
I mean, that's a pretty distinctive van.
That's a real-
You're in the car business,
That's
right?
a real distinctive van.
I mean, and you agreed that we're not going to have any problem finding that
No,
van.
sir. Absolutely not. I mean, there can't be many of those.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're in the car business.
Right. There'll be very few vans like that.
Okay. And have you ever been to Bud's house?
Yes, sir. I've been to Bud's probably 3 times.
Okay. Has, and I keep forgetting his name, Sylvania?
Silvano went there.
Silvano?
Yes, sir.
Has he been there?
I believe so. I believe he went and did yard work for Bud.
But you don't know when the last time was?
No, sir.
Okay. Is there anything else that would help us that I haven't asked you?
No, sir, I can't think of anything. There's just a lot of people that didn't like him.
A lot doing businesses
Yes,
with him.
sir.
He's kind of a shark.
He's a shark, and lots of people have lost lots and lots of money doing business with him.
Okay. All right. Is everything you said the truth and nothing but the truth
Yes,
to the
sir.
best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Let me get back.
Okay.
Hold up before you turn that off. You said this Gonzalez, the boy asked you about Patrick or Leonard.
Yes, sir.
He was your karate instructor?
Yes, sir.
What was the insignia on those insignias for the uniform? Did you ever have a uniform?
Not from him. That's mine right there. Not from
Wanna look
him.
at it?
Yes, sir. No, I didn't have it. I don't know, to tell you the truth.
What was his? You know, like on their karate uniform on the back.
It is, I think it said defensive tactics.
I mean, was it
A photo, picture?
or an image of
Like dragons, alligator.
snakes or anything like
I
that?
think it was more like it's like a pyramid, like a pyramid looking thing, but I don't remember what it said. Most of the training that we ever did was I was in a gi and he would be in just a plain gi.
But he was your instructor.
Yes, sir.
How long was this?
Oh, 12 or 14 years ago.
Did this Leonard Patrick, did he ever work for you here?
He worked for me, he worked for me on Highway 29 when I had Autoland as a salesman. We have seen each other maybe every 2 or 3 months. About 6 months ago, he asked me to help him get a contract with the Coast Guard, training their guys that actually board vehicles, close quarter defensive tactics. So we had I came over here and he had one of the head of that from New Orleans group come over, and we trained him for about a month. So.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
that's all right. And what was his name again? Your instructor?
Patrick Gonzalez.
Patrick Gonzalez?
Yes.
And so y'all have known each other about 12 years or so?
12 years.
And y'all keep in shape?
Well, I haven't been lately. I've just been too busy.
Okay. And we talked to you, and you don't mind coming down a little later
No,
and
sir.
speaking with us at the sheriff's office?
Absolutely not.
Okay, and you understand that, you can come down there and leave at any time you want?
I understand.
Okay. And everything you said is truth, nothing but the truth, to
Yes,
the best
sir.
of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right, and at this time, it's going to conclude our interview.